Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's Cristando and today we're playing How to Cope with Boredom and Loneliness, a guide for the isolated. This is a free game on Steam. From what I've read about it, the reviews and the screenshots, looks pretty cool. I like pixelated games a lot. So here we go. You are Nigel Wimble, hard-hitting PV documentary filmmaker. And so basically we are going to be checking in on this guy who has been grounded to his room for about 30 years. So he lives with his mother. There he is. It's Harold Fletcher, 43 years old. And there's his mother Margaret. Visitation. Yeah, it's weird. Carefully choose 3 items of interest from Harold's room to learn how he copes with boredom and loneliness. Every item tells a story, but not every story is relevant to Nigel's show. Confirm your selections and watch the documentary unfold. So that is a really cool game style right there. Like, I am interested, I am intrigued. Here we go. Oh, we got a trophy. So we're gonna pick some things from his room. We can like inspect it, look at it. I mean, that's the same thing. Inspect
Potential
it.
soundbite. For the isolated idiot, television isn't an escapism we all take for granted. Nice.
So, yeah, this is really cool. It reminds me a lot.
An empty aquarium. Pet fish, like Harold, are prisoners to their environment. Well, I can draw a great parallel to this.
Harold's father was never there, so I got him a fish.
Yeah, like a fish is going to replace a parent. All right, cool. Mother of the year. I'm afraid Harold's going to snap one day. Kill everybody. This is like mommy issues. For sure. I mean, isolation, you know, things like that. He don't know any better.
I noticed a mural on Harold's wall. 2 fish swimming away from each other. Did Harold paint this as a metaphor for the relationship with his mother?
That was the first and last time Harold scribbled on his wall.
It feels like an old game. Like an old game like from, what is it, Windows 98. Alright, let's shoot the documentary. Here we go. Pretty quick. There's more I could have done, but I'm ready to see what happens.
His name's Harold Fletcher, and he spent the last 30 years grounded to his bedroom. In tonight's final part of How to Cope with Boredom and Loneliness, a guide for the isolated, we've saved the worst for last. And by worst, I mean award-winning. Hello, I'm Nigel Wimble.
I can't even remember why I grounded him now. It wasn't for any one thing in particular. More just a bubbling pot of bad behaviour that needed to put a lid on, so to speak.
You can replace the word lid with Harold's bedroom door to understand Harold's mother's analogy. I was desperate to discover how Harold had been coping with the boredom and loneliness from 30 years of isolation. I spied a screenplay Harold had been working on. A movie producer in the making? He certainly wouldn't look at a place in Hollywood. He decided to read me some lines from his new screenplay called Brad Planet and the Tentacle of Temptation.
Oh God.
She ran a slightly damp tentacle across his cheek as he gazed longingly into her compound eyes. I don't care that you tried to bite my head off during coitus. I love you, Sheila.
What?
Run away to Planet Vargon with me. I love you too, Brad, but my father... Let me talk to him. He'll understand once I show him how much I love you. Now come here and kiss me. Oh, Brad. Sheila passionately kisses Brad with her 4 mouths. Brad slowly sticks his finger into her gooey...
Oh my God.
That will do, Harold. You're a bloody space pervert.
Oh God, we got a trophy for that one. That was gross. But you know what? He's been isolated.
You can lose
for a long
hours
time.
to the peace and tranquility of a well-maintained aquarium. But like the fish, Harold is swimming in a sea of isolation.
He's got great style, I'll give him that. I feel really bad for him. Like, he looks like
I sometimes look at the fish tankers as if it is my bedroom
That's
and I am
disturbing.
mother. But then I felt it wasn't fair to keep the fish isolated like me, so I set it free.
Oh,
What did you do with the fish?
Well, I took it to school to release into the nearby brook. But by the time I had got there, it had dried out in my pocket.
oh my God, it's so sad. This poor guy. So yeah, it may take me like 2 or 3 playthroughs to get every
I don't
option.
know much about art,
every
but I know
trophy.
all the greats had one thing in common. Absent or awful mothers. Could Harold be a trapped artist?
I created this piece when I was about 9 years old. I had planned for an entire underwater scene, but only got as far as these fish before Mother burst through the door screaming. I was so startled, I stumbled and fell from the shelf, causing myself a serious back injury. The broken bones eventually healed on their own, but my breathing can be quite wheezy.
I just want to give
I'm
him a
quite
hug.
sure I needed medical
this bed,
attention,
it's a
but Mother
freaking
said only
car.
good boys are allowed to
That is
access the
sad,
ambulance
and
service.
She's got a freaking rolling pin
And
in
he's
her
never
hand.
drawn on the wall since.
I don't like her. Somebody should have called CPS long ago.
My time with Harold has come to an end. I hope one day he will find freedom and live a full life.
Me too.
Until then, he will continue to look for ways to cope
He shouldn't
with
have to cope.
boredom and
This is just
loneliness.
sad.
I'm Nigel Wimble. Good night.
Yeah, good night,
Join us
Nigel.
next week as Nigel investigates sandwiches.
Sandwiches.
Do they really taste better cut diagonally? Let
I
the
mean,
evidence decide.
It's
9
a good
p.m.
start
Wednesday
to
night
eating the
on
sandwich, but it's
PBTV.
not necessarily going to make the sandwich better. How do you go from a man being isolated to sandwiches? Okay, so focus group report. That screenplay sounded hot. Was part 2 coming out? 10 out of 10. He murdered a fish, yet you put this man on television. 3 out of 10. I stopped my child from drawing on the wall by forcing her to smoke an entire carton of crayons. 2 out of 10. I guess we could have done better. Oh well. Well, thanks for watching. Have a great day. And like and subscribe. See ya.